Hey guys, hey, welcome to my channel. My name is Safin Olal. Welcome here. This is a channel where we move and improve. So my first video my first video was an introductory video, and on today's video we have interesting things lined up. We are talking of date rich or date poor. So sit back, relax, and enjoy our content. And leave comments down below to tell me what you think about it, your opinions, your views on whatever we're going to talk about. And I want this to be as interactive as possible. And yeah, so date a broke guy or a rich guy. So here are my thoughts on dating a broke guy and dating a rich guy. For dating a broke guy, starting with someone from scratch, it's hard. And I know in this world, in our generation right now, chicks aren't for starting with people from scratch. People want to find tycoons who've already made it and are already doing great, and don't want to trust the process of like building with someone from nothing. So in that being said, there's a lot of things that comes with like dating a broke guy, dating someone who's just starting, and dating someone who's already made it. There are pros and cons to each. So let's start with a broke guy. So me, I feel like when you date a broke guy, the pros to dating a broke guy is that there's a lot of respect in the relationship. At the end of all of it, like, the guy will respect you because you were there when everything was being built. It's not like you find him, you got him with everything, and like now the rich guy who's probably not going to give you all that respect. Well, you might get someone who will give you that respect, but most of the time when like you have wrangles and things like that, you'll always have a reminder, like, and feel like you're not entitled to anything at the end of it. Yani you're disposable. That's what I feel. That's my opinion. You can have your own opinion. Maybe it's not the same and it's allowed, but that is just some of the things I feel like comes with dating a broke guy. If you see me looking down, it's because I'm referring to my some notes I took on, because I didn't want to forget an important part of this. So when you date a broke guy, there's a lot of openness in the relationship when it comes to finances. Being that you've built these things together, it's easy for you to talk about finances. Unlike a rich guy that doesn't feel like you're entitled to knowing about whatever he's doing, his next project. If he's inclusive, then you're lucky. But most of them will feel like, I've been doing these things without you. Why do I need to tell you about the next project I want to do? You get? But this person, like, you probably started these businesses together in case you started from nothing, and then now you have something. You probably started together, so like you brainstorm ideas and you come up with things together, and so working together is easier. You get? What else? There's a sense of fulfillment. So I've realized I've been talking in relation to both. So being that I'm comparing both parties, I don't think then I'll go back and now start talking about the rich guy. So this is a comparison. This is a mashup of both. So when you date, like when you start with someone from scratch, there's a sense of fulfillment in that. Yani, if at all, if you buy a house, you go through the process together. If you decide to mortgage, you choose a house that is suitable for both of you, something that both of you like. It's not that you got someone who already has a house, the house is fully furnished, it has everything, and then there's nothing you're adding to that relationship apart from just you. Maybe when you start bringing in kids, then maybe those will be the kids will be something that you got together. But when it comes to other things, you won't feel like you did them together. You won't feel like you got them together. So there's no sense of fulfillment, because of that. And then if you start with someone from scratch, there's true love, because whenever you start with someone from scratch, normally there's a lot of suffering in the beginning. You suffer and suffer. So there's no money, you're not sure of what will happen tomorrow. It's just a lot. And so there's true love because you endured all that together. And when you date a guy who already has it, it's just lavish love lifestyle from the beginning. Everything you get, everything you get, everything you get. And so sometimes even if you have issues, maybe it if you're a girl and you have issues with a guy, he won't feel like you're validated to have like issues. Maybe he never has time for you, he's constantly working, and you want someone who's there with you, spending time with you and things like that. And he doesn't see the need because he's working, he's giving you all the money you need. You can live a lavish lifestyle, you can go for vacations whenever you want, but you don't have him as a person. I know right now chicks prefer that, and they're like, as long as me I'm having a nice life, I'm living large, I'm bougie, they're good. But there are some, the little, if there are, I know there are some people who really value love and relationship and like just feeling like you are together, you're doing this, you're doing life together. With this rich guy, you might not get that. So it's important to know that, it's important to know what you're signing up for. Yeah. With a rich guy, the pros are you get like financial security from the beginning, so you never have to worry about like what will I eat tomorrow, which schools will my children go to, and things like that. But there can be a lot of disrespect. There can be a lot of like not caring about whatever you're doing. You say you don't have a say in the relationship because he's the provider. There's nothing you're bringing in. And so on that note, I have like a little story time. So I read somewhere there was this guy. He started from scratch with a chick, with a woman now. So he had a job. He had he was employed, but it was stable. And this lady still didn't have a job. She was looking for a job, trying, but sometimes just like luck. You don't have luck in getting anything nice. And so after the guy got enough money, he managed to build property for this woman, and he registered everything under her name. So it was rentals for businesses and residential. And so once the chick got established, she started getting money. She got her feet on the ground. Everything was going nicely. She filed for a divorce. You wonder why. If everything is going well for you, why? You get. Anyway, that aside, another story. There was a married couple now. The guy was struggling. They met while the chick didn't have a job, the guy didn't have a job. They were both looking for jobs. So fortunately, the woman got the job first. So after she got the job first, she got stable. She managed to open a business for the guy. The guy was really good with the business, and it grew. It managed to grow like over a span of like a duration of time. And so he became stable. Everything was going nicely. And so the chick was planning on leaving the employment because the business was doing well, so that she also, you just know how employment is. No one wants to be employed forever. So when the businesses started doing well, she was planning on leaving the job now. Leaving the job so that she joins the husband in doing the businesses. So she noticed that after some time, this husband started being distant because he was now getting to chums. He now had money. So after a while, he noticed he started being distant. He's not communicating and things like that. And after some time, he just all of a sudden filed for a divorce. And you wonder why. I'm like, so this thing happens in both cases. Like a woman starts with someone from nothing, and then when they get something, they decide to leave. A man starts with a woman from nothing. When he gets something, he decides to leave. So what I'd advise personally is, when you're choosing a life partner, if you're choosing a boy, whether it's a boyfriend or someone if it's something temporary, then you can do whatever you want. But if you want to choose a permanent partner, someone you want to be with in the long run, please choose your type. Sababu, this guy, the guy who left the woman, ended up by the time he was leaving the wife, he was already engaged to another woman, someone way younger, and you wonder, was that his type from the beginning? So make sure when you're choosing a partner, choose someone that's your type. If you feel like you need to get money first so that you choose someone who is your type, then just leave it alone and do temporary things. Make it clear to people that this is not permanent, so that you don't end up hurting someone after struggling for that long, and then now you all of a sudden, now you're not my type anymore. Because they say, I once heard this, and this is subject to, this is not set to stone or anything like that. I'm just saying this because I saw this somewhere. They say that a woman is considered more valuable on her 20s, and a guy, like, not even valuable. A woman is at her prime in her 20s, and a guy is at his prime after 35. So you get the analogy. It means, like, as a woman, you're considered more valuable. You're in the market sana in your 20s, and as a guy, they start being considered like at their prime at 35, because that's the age where guys start, like, at least being established, getting money and things like that. And so imagine this guy who's 35 now and he has money. At some point he was at his 20s and he was trying to look for a woman, and everyone was rejecting him because he was broke. What do you think he'll do now when he gets money and now everyone now wants him? Do you think he'll value any woman that he has? And this is because right now everyone wants money. They don't want to work together to get this money together. They want things that are happening quickly. And I think that is what is wrong with the society. Though everyone, I included, no one likes suffering, but at the end of it all, it's always worth it. I was listening to some interview. I don't know if it was an interview or a talk that Michelle Obama was doing, and he was saying how sorry. So he was saying how she was saying how they struggled for the first 10 years of their marriage, and she would never trade that for anything else, because they had a blissful 30 years. I don't know, 20 years or 30 years. So she was saying she would never trade the 10 bad years for the 20 good years. Am I making sense? For the 30 bad years. For the 30 good years, oh my God. Okay, let me start from the beginning. They had 10 bad years in the beginning, and they've been married for, I don't know if it's 40 years. So they had the first 10 years were not so nice, and then the 30 years were blissful. So she was saying she would never change anything about that, because it was all worth it. You know, even if there's suffering in the beginning, like, you can't trade that for happiness for the rest of your life. Instead of, like, being happy in the beginning with someone who's established, because things will be blissful at first, of course, you're getting everything you've always wanted. So imagine having 10 good years and then 40 bad years. The rest of your life, you become old, saggy, ugly, because if you're not happy, by the way, it all shows. So like, I'm leaving you with this, which, like, pick your poison. Would you rather have 10 bad years and then 40, 50 good years, or you'd rather have 10 good years and then the rest of your life is just misery? You tell me. Anyway, this is a huge topic, and that was just like a small bit of what I think about it. You're welcome. I'm really looking forward to comments and you sharing whatever your thoughts on everything that I've said. If I've hurt someone by my with my what is it called, with my imepotea, with my, what is it called, with my perspective, well then, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to, but that's just what I think. That's my opinion. You're entitled to yours, and you can tell me what you think in the comments. Please make this video as interactive as possible. If you like such comments, I'd love to do more. I have so much to say in regards to, like, how people view relationships in these days, how girls act nowadays, what my opinions are, the things that I've gone through in relation to everything that I'm saying, and I'd be very, very glad to hear from you. Thank you very much for your reception to my first video. I hope this one goes well as well. Share, subscribe, like, comment, tell your families about this, your niece, your uncle, your sister, your brother. Thank you very much. This was nice. It was nice doing this. I feel good about this. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you. Wait. I'm not a relationship expert. These are just my opinions and views based on my life experiences and things that I've seen happening out there. So get us to 100 likes. Give me your comments and opinions on whatever you guys think, and then maybe we'll do a part 2 on every advice, every comment you've given us in the comment section. And yeah, catch you guys on the next one.